Chuggaaconroy, the popular Let's Player and video essayist, once tasked me with restoring the audio in a few different parts of his Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 series. That is to say, he accidentally recorded these videos without any gameplay audio and wanted to see if I could reinsert every sound effect back into them as seamlessly as possible. This posed an interesting challenge, but it's something that I had done previously on his Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. When I had done so at that time, I had essentially tried to recreate his gameplay in a recording of my own, and then I attempted to synchronize the different sound effects and clips to line up with his footage. But that wasn't really going to work this time. There are so many specific details in the audio that are often glanced over that I now had to ensure that I recreated properly. So, here's how I went about fulfilling this task. Chugga had sent me his video files in what would have been their already finished, completely edited state. Just all of the game audio is missing. By default, it appears and sounds like this.
Push this down in a diagonal pattern, because I sure as heck can't walk down.
Fortunately, there are some websites that exist that already have various sound effects ripped and extracted from numerous games, but not every sound effect from Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 was made available. This meant that I was able to track down the sound effect for Pokemon moves and Pokemon cries, but for noises that occurred on the overworld or within menus, I had to get those myself. So, I recorded dozens of gameplay clips in quieter sections of the game where I could easily isolate the sound effects that I needed. The title screen and starting menu allowed me to record some notable sound effects that are commonly used throughout the game, and I tried to capture some additional sound effects in quieter locations such as the game's bridges, but for other more prominent sound effects, such as rustling grass and dust clouds in the overworld, pushing boulders, Pokemon summoning, and Pokemon catching, their audio was a bit trickier to record a clean version. For these, I opted to record several dozens of clips and time my actions with different beats of the background music, and this way I could hopefully find enough quiet moments within each clip to structure a clean, recreated version of each noise. From there, once I had all the sound effects I needed, I then went about inserting them back into Chugga's video in order. I tried to color code the more regular sound effects, like bumping into walls and footsteps, and then I'd resort back to my own footage to double check the proper timing for the start and end of each sound effect in reference to Chugga's footage. I'd then segment each part of Chugga's video into a section, or basically an overworld portion and a battle portion, and once all the sound effects were done for each section, I'd insert the music.
Simon could just not do that.
To truly see if I had done a good job, I initially requested that Chugga not call attention to any of it. I even asked him to not even credit me until after the videos were posted just to see if anybody noticed any discrepancies. Funnily enough, I guess I did such a good job that when there was an error, people thought it was a glitch in the game. Then, Chugga surprised me with a heartfelt thank you message at the end of a video that he added as a last-minute surprise to me.
Oh, it was amazing. Thank you, buddy.
Well, you're very welcome, Chugga. I'm happy to have been of assistance, and honestly, it was very validating to see that I was capable of pulling this off. I suppose part of the fun of video editing, or audio editing in this case, is learning new tricks and overcoming different obstacles. But with any luck, I'll never need to apply any of this knowledge ever again, and hopefully you'll never run into another audio issue like this. But still, thanks again for the opportunity.